Morning Tony, welcome to the Flagstaff Gallery. Can you please tell us a little bit about your background with regard to art and how you got involved in being a professional artist?
Well, I suppose my earliest memories are of being at school and being naturally attracted to picking up a pencil and drawing, and I suppose every opportunity that sort of presented itself down through my life I've always gone for, so it's just been a natural thing to be drawn to art and creating art, and I just followed that up through my secondary education and choosing choosing to study that, and then in my tertiary education I did a graphic design course, but at the same time I always had an interest in what was happening in the fine arts, so I was sort of running between the two institutions and feeding off both, and following my graphic design diploma I got work in advertising, and I survived about 2 years in advertising before I was able to branch out and meet up with a friend who was from an art family, fine art family, and together we set up a studio and we started working together out of Auckland, out of Whangarei, and I guess that's where the fine art side of my practice began, and then I started doing work for myself, really, I guess you could say, my interpretations of things around me, and from there I just continued and went overseas and had new experiences overseas, but they were always focusing on art and on that sphere, and then came back to New Zealand and carried on in the early 90s and have managed to become full-time, which has been great.
Now you work in painting, doing original works, and also print, doing limited editions. Why do you choose to work in those mediums?
I suppose the print side of things always intrigued me, how I was able to interpret the straight painting into a work that you could run multiples from. So the print discipline was a challenge right from the beginning to see how I could sort of make the most of that, and it was screen printing that I veered towards, because it seemed to be most like painting in a way. You could really use the bright colours, really get good intensity, and I like the clarity of it, the crispness of it, and probably coming from a graphic background, that appealed to me about it as well. So yeah, I've never been able to shake off the screen printing. It's always been a part of my practice.
What is the primary motivation behind your work?
Just that I'm stubborn and don't want to ever give up. No, that I really, I just want to see myself develop. I'm driven to sort of, I suppose I've got that idea that my next work is going to be my best work, and I'm striving to improve on what I've done before and to try and sort of widen my, to widen the quality of my work.